Profile of occupation-related ocular trauma and observational study in a quaternary care institution. I have no financial disclosures. Ocular trauma is one of the most common causes of ophthalmic morbidity and monoocular blindness. The World Health Organization has estimated that globally 55 million eye injuries occur yearly, with restriction of activities in a day, and this includes 750,000 patients requiring hospitalization, and this also includes 200,000 open globe injuries. Uh, uh, Approximately, there are 1.6 million blind people from injuries and 2.3 million people with bilateral low vision due to ocular trauma, and 19 million people with unilateral blindness or low vision. The cumulative lifetime prevalence of ocular trauma is 20%, which means that there's 1 in 5 persons will have a likelihood of sustaining ocular trauma at some point in their life. Due to paucity of studies with regard to occupational eye injuries, we proposed a study to look at the prevalence and incidence of eye injuries, which can decrease visual impairment and blindness. The aim of the study was to study the demographic, socioeconomic, and clinical profile of patients presenting with occupation-related ocular trauma. Methodology, ours was a prospective observational study, and the inclusion criteria consisted of patients presenting within 1 month of eye injury at their workplace and above 18 years of age. Staff and students were excluded from the study. The clinical research pro forma consisted of a detailed ocular examination, including dilated fundus examination. Visual acuity as presentation was determined. Classification of injury was done. The demography, socioeconomic status was taken into consideration. Men were affected more than women. With regard to age distribution, 31 to 40 years of age group were more affected with ocular injuries. 90% of patients presented during the time span of 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 74% of patients were found to have education at or below the middle school level. All open globe injuries and 96% of closed globe injuries were from the lower socioeconomic status. The 25 people received first aid, and 30% of patients directly presented to the emergency department for receiving first aid. 12 persons had previously undergone sustained eye injuries, and 1% had eye injuries on more than 4 occasions. Out of a total of 88 patients, 11 patients or 12.5% patients presented with open globe injuries. Distribution of occupation, we had farmers, 24 farmers in this study. This was followed by welders, 12 people. Metallic foreign body was the most common cause of eye injury in the industrial sector. This was followed by welders and people grinding stone or metal. Causes of eye injuries in the agricultural sector could be attributed to vegetative matter in the agricultural sector. This was followed by foreign body due to dust, ashes, or cement dust. We had 11 open globe injuries with 4 patients with intraocular foreign bodies. At 1 month post presentation, the causes of low vision were noted to be due to vitreous hemorrhage, retinal detachment, corneal scarring, and aphakia. In discussion, I would like to state that farmers were affected more than the industrial workers, and most patients presented with lower socioeconomic status, and the education was less than middle school or lesser. The most common object of insult was the metal foreign body, as was seen by Serin et al.'s study. And among the non-industrial sector, it was by vegetative matter. This was also reported by Rose J. et al. In South India. Closed globe injuries are more common than open globe injuries. In conclusion, I would like to state that occupation-related eye injuries are a preventable cause of ocular trauma, and they happen mostly in the productive years of age group, 30 to 40 years. Enhancing education and training is of prime importance. Public health awareness initiative should be done at the earliest for reducing the prevalence of visual impairment and preventable causes of blindness. Thank you.
Dr. Phillips, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's very good community work, I guess, you've done. So, just tell me one thing, that how do you propose to avoid or train the farmers? Because it is easier to train industrial people, it is easier to train the school children and the school teachers. But how do you propose, like, to do that for farmers?
Ma'am, it is a challenge, but that has to be taken into account. As in, when we see patients in the emergency department, we can also offer counseling.
That is only for the patient
Counseling.
who has already
Yes.
who has already
Yes.
had trauma, right?
Yes. As part of community health, we can also conduct awareness camps and give safety devices to industrial workers.
That's what I said. Industry school,
Yes.
it's easier, but farmers, when we do such a study, there has to be, like in the way you said it in conclusion, there has to be some kind of a remedy also for that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that was a good one. That's a good community study. And what was the reason for school-going children? The commonest thing?
No, I meant that the communist
Way of injury.
yeah, was within the lower socioeconomic group and lower income group, and people who had education at or below middle school level.
What was the cause for it? The most common cause which you found out amongst school children?
Ma'am, it's not school children. I was stating that according to the Kupusami scale, most
Oh,
patients who
okay.
presented with
Okay, got
ocular
it.
trauma at their workplaces had
Okay, okay, got it,
education
got it.
at or below middle school level.
Okay.
So
Any
we
other
had a
questions?
Dr. Philip Milind here.
yes, sir.
Uh, did you exclude fractures in this? So you are only focusing on eye injuries, is it?
We focused on all types of ocular injuries at the workplace within 1 month of presentation. We included closed group and open globe injuries. Unfortunately, the limitation of the study was that it could not reflect the entire spectrum of ocular trauma.
Okay,
But we
okay,
have
fine.
included all injuries.
Great. It just didn't show a fracture by chance, you mean?
Yes, we had one
Okay.
case.